And I don't want nobody on the new squad to get mad. It's all love with all y'all. It's all love. But ain't no Love and Hip Hop cast fuck with the first three seasons. Period. None of you. And the numbers show it too. The numbers was ridiculous, man. We had the
Yeah.
Obamas watching it.
Real life. If this ain't real life, this shit ain't happening.
If it ain't real life, it just ain't real life. Street stars. You know what time it is.
Hey, let me ask you a question. You watch Love and Hip Hop?
Yeah, I've seen a couple seasons, a couple things in and out.
Who do you think was the best seasons of all? What crew?
I
That's
don't
if you
know
watched
like
all of it.
seasons by that. I didn't watch it like that. I'm just in and out. But Angel right here, so she
Hey,
probably can tell you
Angel.
what she.
Angel.
Hey, 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 hey,
What's up, Angel?
hey.
So out of all the seasons, what crew was we gonna call it the like the Stevie crew because it really Stevie and Jocelyn. We're gonna call it the Stevie and Jocelyn
Yeah,
crew.
that was the best one.
Who had the
Yeah.
hardest crew?
I would say like the Atlanta crew was the best because
Well,
to
which
me,
Atlanta crew? Because there's about 10 different Atlanta crews.
so the season where it was
Mimi was on the pole.
we was on the phone. Stevie, Jocelyn, you, I think you were dealing with a young lady during that season.
A few of
The
them.
season where the reunion where the whole fight broke out. And it was you and Jocelyn. That was the best crew.
Now, I'm just saying, right? Because there's been a lot of crews, right? I'm just
Yes.
saying. Don't you think that the people want that crew back together?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
Wouldn't that?
very it was very drama-esque, but it was very good for television. Like it was just it felt like during those particular seasons, whether fabricated or not, the storylines not only were
No,
good.
no. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. I'm gonna be really, really honest. All my shit wasn't fabricated, so I can speak for that. I was with Stevie the whole time, living with him, and all his shit wasn't fabricated either. That was
Mm,
just real. Like so, and I was seeing with Scrap, all the Scrappy shit was real. Everything he was going through was real shit. Kirk and Rashida was all real. It got realer. And like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just and K Michelle shit was real. Um, I just be like, man, if we could just get that crew back and just do a season with that crew.
Hey, I gotta ask a question, Benzino, about that. Maybe you know the answer. It's a crazy question, but maybe
I've
you
heard
could know
all.
that.
It's not crazy. It was the internet. Believe me,
Yeah,
it's
right.
nothing's
You
crazy.
know when Nico and Mimi had the sex scene in the shower, right?
Mhm.
There had to have been somebody recording that.
Right. Well, no, not necessarily. Only if the camera. I've watched it a few times. I watched it a few times. Yeah, I watched it a few times. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go back and see how much the camera was moving, but I'm pretty sure the camera was moving. So yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Of course. Now, me personally, if I was gonna do it, right? Because everybody was probably thinking about doing it. I remember when Mimi was doing this, was like, damn, she got some money for that. But not everybody's gonna be willing to do that. But I would have a female
Right,
filming, butt naked filming. You know what I'm
right.
saying? That's what I would do.
I was just
But
curious about that question. I mean, because
yo,
I just
that
figured.
do you understand in those three seasons, 1, 2, and 3? Those moments, look, they still talking about the hot tub from
Right,
Blue Ridge, and people don't really know, right? Blue Ridge, like we was the first ones to go to Blue Ridge, like everybody started. Real Housewives, Married to Medicine, they all went to Blue Ridge after that, but we was the first ones to go, and they still talking about that right now in this season. Like 10 years later, 8 years later, they still talking about that hot tub scene. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to bring that up because I know for a fact, and I don't want nobody on the new squad to get mad. It's all love with all y'all. It's all love. But ain't no Love and Hip Hop cast fuck with the first three seasons. Period. None of you. And the numbers show it too. The numbers was ridiculous, man. We had the
yeah,
Obamas watching it.
right.
Yeah, man. Yeah, the Obamas was watching us. That's big.
It was again, no, all seasons do what they do, but I felt like the storylines were very good. They were consistent. They were intriguing, and it didn't feel made up. I've seen other seasons or other crews where it felt like y'all trying to create a narrative, like y'all trying to like make it happen. Y'all felt like, ooh, this how they like they really living this. You know what I mean?
And no, there's no other cast on Love and Hip Hop in any city that can touch us.
So why? Why do you feel like Mona Scott won't bring y'all back together as a unit?
Well, it's always hard to bring the dream team back to a dream team of anything back together because everybody has their own careers and everybody has their own. And plus, there was a lot of split ups. I mean, when you look back, shit, Joseline and we all, you know what? The whole cast it looked like they had Love and Hip Hop babies. Jocelyn and
Mm.
Stevie had one. Me and Althea had one. So I think Scrappy had like three, four, five. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
At least four, I think. Love and hip hop, I would say. You know what I mean? Like, so when you think Love, Mona is responsible for a lot of babies. You know what I'm saying? So to bring back that cast would bring back a lot of memories. I know that for a fact, and a lot of I don't know if all the memories and if the relationships are still good, but me, I'm always like, I'm now. I don't think about the past. Like I would be ready to do another Love and Hip Hop regardless. We all bring who we're with now. Because that's what the people want to see. And why not? We could get that bread. Like, what's the problem? Like, you know what I'm saying? It would be, listen, it would break records. It would definitely break records because everybody kind of went on to do greater, bigger, and greater things. Of course, from the original crew, Kirk, Rashida, and Carly and Scrappy are still on it. I think those are the only four from the original crew. You know what I'm saying? Big up to Jock, but Jock came after. So I'm just talking that first three seasons before the reunion. It was that crew right there that really, I mean, the numbers that we were doing, we was breaking records for a black reality show. We was almost doing Duck Dynasty numbers, and that's big in the reality world. So um, if we could get that crew to come back for one season, I would be a fan. I would watch
Yeah. Is it true? Because the internet is interneting. Is it
it.
true that Rashida and Kirk are in the midst of a divorce?
I ain't heard no shit like hell no. Like I
Uh,
don't believe that shit. People
It's like
just
a
put
50.
anything just to get reactions. Like, do you believe that? Do
I
you
mean,
believe in a million years that Rashida would leave that man?
I
Man,
do
listen.
not. But you
Hell
never know with the
no.
internet. It's like they're talking
Nah,
about fifty
man.
million
Kurt and
dollars
Rashida.
divorce or something.
One thing about Kurt and Rashida, and I can say this, I don't give a fuck what they went to. As a couple, I watched them in real life build an empire. Like they shit went up from their clothing because they started out in fashion and clothes and retail, and they shit went up. They shit kept going up. So whatever they doing on TV, they putting it back in their businesses. And it seemed like Rashida always keeps a wholesome image. So that right there brings great advertisement. You know what I'm saying? When you ain't super ratchet, you know what I'm saying? Like these other savages. So, you know,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying? I could say that, and because I'm really good friends with Kirk. You know what I'm saying? Like Kirk's a great guy, man. You know what I'm saying? Both our brothers did serious time in jail. Both our pops were gangsters. We have a lot in common. But you know, he's a great guy, man. You know what I'm saying? Kurt's a great guy in real life, for real. They all are. They all cool dudes, man. Like ain't no beefs and none of that. Shouldn't be no beef. When you getting money, you getting big checks. The fuck is you beefing for? Take your ass back on the block, nigga. If you want to beef, shit.
That's facts. That's facts.
Shout out Reallyfe Street Stars, nigga. Move. Hey.